Warm blessings, everyone. Master Shaman Palai Chi here. Today, I wanted to come in with a message to you all that you guys must continue to prep your minds, prep your energy for a lifestyle that we have not known before in the coming months that you guys are going to go into. Now, I just wanted to say that also, this is the time that's when, as if you were to think about your grandparents or your great grandparents have gone through a ton of different situations with wars and warlike times. This is the times that we are in now. This is also a time where you need to remember that parents and roots have also been in this similar time frame that you've been in, as in leaving their land to a new land. It's only now that you're still in the land of wherever you're in and having to deal with wartime or wartime like situations. Um, the lifestyles that we are going to be living in are lifestyles that we have not known fully yet, but are in also technological times that we are going to be going in the next couple of months here. Actually, our lives and lifestyles may not be the same ever again. We may not ever have the similar lifestyle that we were used to before and be comfortable in them, but this is this and the issues that have been arising may intentionally be more be meant for the worst at first, and then also for people to kind of get into or used to them, and then they're going to be trying to basically change and shift them, because we've seen some worst cases so far, or we've seen it in the news. We are also going through them in our lives realistically, with not seeing certain products or things that we were used to at the stores, and we're not getting them as what we used to. We're also in panic mode. So panic mode right now is, oh, there's not enough toilet paper, or there's not enough of some kind of some sort of item that you're looking for and that you were always used to and comfortable with having, and just going to the store and buying. Right now, that's not the case. The case is, how do you get that for yourself? How do you do that for yourself if and when it's not available? On a shamanic and spiritual standpoint, these are times that we're going through spirit and energy war. And with spirit energy war, it has a lot to do with the spiritual aspect or spiritual plane, that there's a particular interest or of war for interest, for good and for bad. So for negative versus positive, or positive versus negative, we are going into that war as we speak and fighting in that. Every day, there's all these negative or positive things that will come out. If you are in a shamanic path, you'll notice that. There's also a ton of good positive things that are coming out, versus the negative things that are trying to get into people's minds. Now, these negative energies that I'm talking about flows into people's minds, makes them fear, and it actually feeds on fear. So I want to tell all of you to not fear. Whatever comes your way, you will not fear. But you will override that with positive energy, override that with positive thought and light from yourselves. You're the one that's initiating this light out to the universe and then back onto Earth, back onto our planet. We need everyone to participate in this positivity, to not feed the fear with your fear. If you have any fear, then you need to override that with positive thought or positive thinking. I often say X out the negative thoughts. Maybe you didn't even think that, but it came into your mind. There's a difference between thinking it, and there's a difference between it just coming and popping up in your mind. Please notice the difference. as you go into your spiritual path for some of you. And for some of you, you're not even in a spiritual path, but perhaps you're going into a purposeful path. Whatever you want to call it, it is still the path of consciousness, the path of going and moving toward this higher frequency that our human beings are being tested and tried right now as we speak. As we go into this spiritual war, whether we like it or not, we are forced into it by the negatives and by the fear. So whatever you do, release this fear by flowing into positive. And as I'm talking, the sun is also shining into me right now about this positive energy. I'll also say that humans have been living and slaving away in this corruption, abuse, racism, whatever trafficking there is out there, abduction, these hidden agendas, and extinguishing whomever for so long. It's been extinguishing the minds of the people, but yet the good or the benevolent energies of the universe have been fighting back through our minds, guys. And it is in through our minds that we need to give the positive its most and its utmost energy. We should not continue to fear what is going on through this corruption. What we should do is manifest, meditate to manifest the positive, to manifest and bring in the benevolent, all benevolent energies, lighted legions of the universe into our lives. In the coming days, you must know that a higher negative source greedily desires to gain all power of humanity through waging power, right? Waging war through the spiritual energy war here, and then also through the physical war. So we are in two planes, guys. One is the spiritual and one is the physical. These two planes go hand in hand. So what we are basically feeling and sensing on one side, it is going to occur on the next side or on the other side. So we know that we have gone through a series of ancient to modern time issues of the human beings. Human self-destruction is also what I call it, because it takes humans to also destroy humans too. But that is all mostly true. It can also take another form as well. But what I'm talking about is our human beings, some of our human beings, are in the negative, in the fear. So they take fear, they use fear to let other human beings have fear. So being in the conscious mind, you must be mindful of this fear. Know that this higher negative energy source is trying to get you to fear and wants you to be in that fear. And there's a handful of these, right? But a good higher energy, positive source, and this force of power it takes this force of power through all of you guys that are listening right now to focus on the positive energy powers, the benevolent energy powers of the universe, so that the negative can be overridden, can be flushed out of our own minds, of our own systems that we live on, which is our vital energy force. Believe it or not, you are living in and with a vital energy force. If you don't utilize this vital energy force, it will then be depleted by fear. So accept your fellow friends, embrace your fellow foes. You all are brothers and sisters of the universe. You all are humankind. Be kind to yourselves. Bring compassion to yourselves now. This is the time that you all need it most. Whoever is in the corruption, whoever is feeding into the corruption, get out. Get yourselves out through your mindset, setting your mind in a positive manner, in a positive form. I don't care if you're whatever from whatever religion, I won't even name them because they are obsolete at this point. At this point, it's your spiritual belief. Whatever you believe in spiritually, it doesn't matter. Right now, it takes all to win all. It takes majority of positive energy to flush the universe so that the negative energies do not prevail and cannot prevail. One thing to help yourselves also is to get out of the electronics as much as you can. I know that we're being forced into electronics to utilize them on a daily basis, and technology too. So electronics, technology, anything electronic, anything technology-wise, such as Wi-Fi or the internet. This is the time for you guys to take yourselves, utilize it if you need, but you also need to take yourselves out of there for some time each day and revitalize your energies once more. You need this energy, and it's being depleted by whatever technology, whatever electronic force in technology, especially Wi-Fi, that you're using, is depleting your vital energies if you don't go and cultivate it. So accepting your fellow friends, and embracing your fellow foes. And these friends and these foes need to also become your friend as well, and not a foe. Because we need each other more than ever in our universe right now, in our world, and on the planet. Those are different things, different places. There's many different energy source that is flowing in through our universe right now, and then to the planet right now, and then to the world, the people. You must cultivate new energies if you want to survive in the future. You must cultivate new energies and the vital force of energies each day if you want to survive. Then you also must do physical things such as exercise. We've said that so many times, and you probably heard that so many times. But this is a critical time to invigorate those goals. Also, because your mind and thoughts are what they want to control. This is other humans. Yet these other humans are also engaged in a negative control beyond our knowing. And so you need to go beyond your knowing to survive in the future. In order to prevent you from giving in to the corruption responses, you need to revitalize your brain, your thought pattern, your mindset. There's no other way in saying this except for you to take action. You must also let love into your hearts. Again, let love into your hearts. From the highest forms of the universe is showing us from this hidden knowledge that we all want to know. Some people call it the library of the universe. Some people call it the Akashic records. You need to know right now from the messages of the Akashic records or the secret library from the universe that we need love more than ever into our lives right now. We need to stop the hate through giving love, whether it's our friends or people that we think it is our enemies. Because someday you might be alongside your enemy or whom you think is your enemy, and you might just need their help because you're both human. Let love live in your hearts. I cannot stress that so much more. And never forget who you are. You're human. You're humankind. Also remember the experiences that you've had throughout your life and your lifetimes, whether you're young or old. Don't let it happen. Let the truth and this historic experience prevent you. Don't let this historic situation prevent you from giving into this corruption response, from giving into this corruption. Don't let the historic situation allow you be in corruption, meaning becoming more racist, discriminating even more because you heard somebody say it, because you heard some leader say it, or someone on the street, or your neighbors. Start to hate other people just because. So I want you guys to not just think on it, but meditate on it. Gain the pure essence, the pure thoughts from the universe to utilize within your mindset so that you can be a survivor going forward. Because who will survive going forward? It is the ones that are allowing positive light into their lives. It is the ones that are allowing the benevolent energies, ETs from the universe to help. If you can't distinguish between negative, positive, good or evil, then you need to go into your mind. You need to go into your mindset. You need to listen. Subscribe to my channel. Listen in on the talks. Listen in on the things that I will be throwing out at you. And decipher for yourself if this is something positive or negative. We all need each other more than ever before. And this is the message today, if you don't take anything away, is to love yourself because you're humankind. To be kind to other humans. To spread compassion because that is the light energy, the vital life force in yourself. That's why you're living and breathing. To you, your family members, and to others whom are around you. You don't have to necessarily love everyone around you, but you do necessarily need to shed your light. The only way your light will be shed is through love, an eternal life force. It is eternal because it has been with us for many, many lifetimes through yourself, from your great-grandparents, your ancestors, to your parents, to yourself, and to our future, the children of the universe. That is us. We are the children of the planets. We are human and mankind. If you don't know it yet, you are all brothers and sisters of this planet, and you may have other brothers and sisters within other planets that you don't even know of. Why do I say that? Go back to the soul. Go back to the spirits of the soul and how you became. And I'm not talking about just the body physically became. I'm talking about how you became spiritually within your body. You are all brothers and sisters. Just because you hear another say something, this is the gossip, this is the rumor, then you do not follow through. Decipher for yourself if it is true, if that is your truth. You must help to sustain life love, and family, and give way for you and your loved ones to live on, forward, to live on more. Otherwise, our planet will be depleted. You must first make the say within your mind, then do it. Prepare for the right actions in the next coming months. Do not give in to the negative. We are in a negative spiritual energy war. It takes all of us, or a good vast majority of us, to shed the light wider and brighter so that our planet can be helped and can live on, so that humans can stay as they are human, so that our situation, whatever it is in the corruptions, will be uncorrupted. It takes the vast majority of us to wake up to our consciousness and to our rights as a human being. It takes us to wake up and utilize our kindness and our compassion. We must spread love, energy. This is our life force. Without this life force, we will be depleted. Through the technology, we will be depleted. Through the electronics. Take yourselves out to nature every day. Utilize the time well with your family. As I make this say, this is Master Shaman Palai Chi with spiritual energy messages to all of you guys. Your soul is with your body. Your body is with your soul. We have the right as a human being to live freely without someone controlling us, without corruption. The corruption is the negative. Humanity is the positive. Please read carefully your signs, the signs of the times. Warm blessings, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye-bye.